Hey, what's up, guys? This is Gold Dizzy. Real quick, Raw just went off the air a little while ago, and dude, I had to say it was a pretty good episode. I wasn't too thrilled about the NASCAR guys hosting Raw. I mean, they really didn't do all that good, especially when the one guy called Kofi Kingston Kofi Johnston by mistake. But anyways, speaking of Kofi Kingston, he stole the show without a doubt. So Cena wins the title, bragging rights. Randy Orton cannot fight him no more. So you have Legacy trying to butter up Randy Orton because they were kind of on his bad side. So they give him a new car, a NASCAR with his portrait on the hood. Randy Orton's acting really weird about it by staring at the hood and like just looking like he's in love with himself. But anyways, so Legacy has a match with Mark Henry and MVP, which wasn't really that good of a match. They get beat. Randy Orton comes down, starts running his mouth, and then we get to see Kofi Kingston come up on the big Titantron, and he starts talking shit about Randy Orton. Randy Orton's like, "Why don't you just come and say that to my face?" Kofi Kingston's like, "Why don't you say that? Because I already am." And he camera pans down, and you see Kofi Kingston standing on the hood of the car. Now, Raw, or WWE in general, is PG, and they did the most non-PG thing. They did the most non-PG thing that they could have ever done. Well, I guess not that they ever could have done. They've done a lot of crazy non-PG things. So, anyways, Kofi Kingston fucks that car up. He keys it all up and down the fender, from fender to fender. He then takes like a crowbar, smashes the hood all up, breaks the windshield out. Then, to top it off, he grabs a big 5-gallon bucket of red paint and just pours it all over the hood. He almost slipped on the car, and then his foot went through the windshield and almost fell twice. So it was almost a big spill for Kofi Kingston, but luckily he caught his balance pretty well, and it made for a great segment of the show. I'm really glad to see a feud spark between Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton. And at the beginning of Raw, anyways, Kofi Kingston had a match, and Randy Orton came out and threw him off the ramp, and he busted his head up across the stage. It's basically saying that Kofi Kingston caused him to lose the match at bragging rights. But regardless, we now have a Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton feud going, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm a big Kofi Kingston fan, and I'm a big Randy Orton fan. Randy Orton, probably one of the meanest, best heels out right now in wrestling, and I'm really happy to see him, face somebody other than the norm, like Triple H or John Cena. Also, I really dug the ending. You had Big Show versus Triple H in a no DQ lumberjack match. The ending was awesome in the match. You had basically everybody jump into the ring and just give them their best move. Big Show kept his giant status, the big man status going by holding his own with everybody that was throwing bows at him. Finally, he went down, and John Cena was the guest referee on that as well. But really cool. I love Evan Bourne, and I got to see him do his shooting star press, the airborne move. Dude, I really wish that he would be more than just a punching bag, but I understand, he's got to work his way up. Plus, Evan Bourne did win tonight, so he was against The Miz. I like The Miz as well, but I'm happy as hell that Evan Bourne got a win, even though it was a count out. Yeah, and speaking of which, it's also good to see Jack Swagger, and The Miz coming out and starting to see a feud with them. I guess apparently they're going to think about having Eve do the ring announcing because they let her announce a match. She did okay. She needs to have a little bit more flair in her voice, or a little more bass, I guess, when she actually says the wrestler's name. She does really good by saying, where they're from, how much they weigh, but then when she says the name, it's just like The Miz or Evan Bourne. There's no there's no roar in the voice. But anyways, yeah, and I don't really do review videos of any wrestling shows or pay-per-views for that matter. But when I see things that I really like, that I really dig, I like to share those with you guys. So those are the few things that I enjoyed on Raw tonight. Next week's going to be pretty damn interesting. We have the Osbournes hosting Monday Night Raw. Ozzy and Sharon. Not too sure how that's going to go. I'm sure Sharon Osbourne will do okay. Ozzy Osbourne, he's a little out there. But it'll be good to hear some classic Sabbath and some classic Ozzy tunes, that's for sure. But yeah, Kofi Kingston, man. Randy Orton. Gonna look forward to seeing that. Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing. So I like the end of the Raw with the match itself. Triple H won. He got the pedigree after everybody did their move. John Cena did the FU, hoisted him up, popped that on him. Shawn Michaels kind of botched the super kick. To me, it looked like he didn't even touch his face. But anyways, you've got, at the end, you have the NASCAR guys come out, and they're like, oh, we can't come up with a decision. But then we ran into somebody who helped us, and Hornswoggle came out. And you're like, what? And, yeah, Survivor Series triple threat. John Cena versus Shawn Michaels, which you haven't really seen that much, but also versus Triple H. So, back to the old John Cena versus Triple H. We're all used to seeing that, but oh well. Hopefully, it's a whole month away. So hopefully, by the time Survivor Series starts, maybe the match will be different. Who knows? But yeah, that's kind of silly. The whole Hornswoggle. DX is giving him court-ordered papers to, or federal documents stating he can't wear the DX merchandise or do the crotch shop because it's gimmick infringement. It's kind of silly, kind of dumb all at the same time. Hornswoggle is still getting a paycheck. Blows my mind. Oh well. Maybe at least Chavo's not wrestling anymore. Thank God. But those are my Raw thoughts. I liked Raw. It was okay. Let's hope next week can continue the trend of good Raws. But for now, you guys have a good one. Good night and peace out.